The Utah Jazz get a big win against the Chicago Bulls. Keyonte George game winner. Let's talk about it. It's the Hoops Nerd Show. All right, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's talk about the Bulls really quick. It's clear the Josh Giddey show is on in Chicago, although I didn't realize they had lost 4 straight going into this one. It's now 5 straight losses for them. And one of the reasons why is they do a lot of stupid things, like dumb, stupid plays that just like they really should have won this game. But they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory in this one with multiple turnovers, multiple dumb plays. Their switching on defense is ridiculous. Like, Lauri Markkanen was open for so many threes in this one. And if you're a Bulls fan, you've just got to be like losing your mind that they can't figure out simple switches to guard Lauri Markkanen. This Bulls team is not it. Back to mediocrity for the Bulls. The mid-level Bulls are back. They're Bulls we know. That's what they'll always be. Maybe I shouldn't say too much because that seems to be where the Jazz are going. But anyways, this Bulls team, I mean, good for them. Josh Giddey has turned into a really nice player for them. He has a triple-double tonight. Monster numbers. 26 points, 13 assists, 12 rebounds. And then Kobe White in his return had 27. Just nice stuff for them. Bucelis, who I was interested to watch, he had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist. He didn't impact quite as much. I mean, this was a triple overtime game, so these numbers are a little inflated. But I was kind of, everyone's been losing their mind over Bucelis, and he's good, and he's definitely a steal at where they got him. I don't know if he's turning out to be we'll see. I'm going to watch him more. But you definitely can see it at times with him, with what he brings, his athleticism, that size, and he does shoot a high percentage from 3 again tonight, 2 for 5, and that was kind of a swing skill for him. So, this Bulls team is interesting. They're on a 5-game losing streak though, and we'll see how they kind of end up going. Utah and Chicago now, interestingly enough, Utah's 5-8, right there with Chicago in the standings. So. The Jazz are kind of getting into that realm of the Chicago Bulls, so good for Utah, I guess. All right, let's go to the Utah Jazz. Game winner by Keyonte George. Got to be happy for him. It was basically a tale of 2 halves for him. His first half was just he could not hit a shot. Terrible. Second half, he really turns it on. Still took 27 shots for 33 points, but that's because he's so good at drawing fouls. And this team this year has become the Keyonte George, Lauri Markkanen team. Markkanen also just incredible tonight. You can't argue. Just not huge production from everyone else. Svi Mykhailiuk continues to be on this team. It doesn't make any sense at all. It honestly is just annoying to me at this point that he's on the team even at all. Let alone the fact that he's starting. It's kind of dumb. It just feels like someone made a stubborn stand on this thing. And I don't know if it's the coach, the front office, or whatever, but Svi Mykhailiuk starting is, I guess, just going to be what it is. When we look back at the last 3 years of this Jazz rebuild, they've consistently put the development of players like Kelly Olynyk and Jordan Clarkson and Colin Sexton and players like that over their actual young players' development, and we're doing it again this year. At least the Jazz front office traded those 3 older players and went younger, and lo and behold, the Jazz are winning games more than I would like, but they're winning games. It just shows when you go younger and more athletic and go with your young talent you draft, that you win more games, or at least you improve gradually over time. We'll see how this season kind of plays out, but just, I don't get it. I really don't get it. It actually bothers me at this point that he starts. It's stupid. It makes no sense. It's dumb, especially when you have Walter Clayton, who looked really good to start the year. He's just getting DNPs now. For what? It's dumb. Lauri Markkanen has been playing just awesome this year. And there you could argue it's against bad teams, but guess what? All the superstars do this against bad teams. So Markkanen's playing incredible. If the goal was to raise his trade value, they've done it. He's awesome. But I don't even know if that's what it is. I think Ryan Smith just likes winning games, and he really likes Lauri Markkanen, and I think that's it. I don't think it's really that complicated. But Markkanen played fantastic. I mean, he's been playing awesome this season. You can't argue it. He had that little mini slump in the middle, which kind of coincided with Utah playing good teams. But when he's had his opportunities, he's just done great. And you can't argue with these numbers. 47 points. Yes, it's triple overtime, but he was hitting big-time shots. 47 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 7 rebounds. And I was actually, for the first time, impressed with his defense this year. Like, he made some big defensive plays. He had that blocked shot at the end of the game, made some nice plays, which actually gave me a little bit of hope that maybe he can play better defense, right? And, for those of us who are pro-tank, like me, at this point, for my own sanity, I'm just praying that we win that lottery. Because if Markkanen's playing like this, then really, the best outcome, if you could choose the best outcome, is that you just keep Markkanen and win the lottery. The thing is that's what they tried to do the first 2 seasons post Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. It didn't work. For everyone that's like, oh, the Atlanta Hawks won the lottery. Well, we didn't win the lottery. First 2 seasons, we were in that similar range. We didn't win. Maybe this is the year with the lowest odds possible, I guess. I don't know. I still think the Jazz are going to be kind of in that 5 to 7 range at this point, but man, these are the ones that stress me out. But I don't want to be ultra negative. I just want to say Markkanen was incredible today, played fantastic. 47 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Just inarguable that he was awesome. And 13 free throws. I mean, the Bulls didn't really have a guy that could guard him. They had Okoro guarding him for a lot of the game. He's just doing a good job taking advantages of size matchups. So just awesome game from Markkanen. He was great. Jusuf Nurkic tonight, 5 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. He hit a clutch free throw. He missed one. This freaking guy. But 5 points, 14 rebounds. He puts up numbers still. And he's like a walking... I don't even know how to describe Jusuf Nurkic, but he just still plays basketball, and he's really big, and he knows how to do a lot of things. He's like the accumulation. If a player was just a ton of veteran savvy moves, that's what he is. And he's still, I don't know. He was the biggest player on the court. I mean, even with Vucevic, who kind of spreads the floor. By the way, I hate watching Vucevic, but Vucevic was pretty decent tonight. Vucevic is, to me, he's like that player that's just not very good, but will do enough good things that you're like, okay. He's hitting threes, I guess, so, I don't know. I don't know if Vucevic is honestly that much better than Jusuf Nurkic, if we're being honest. I guess it's the shooting, but I don't know. Ace Bailey had a tough night because of foul trouble. That was basically it. And some of the fouls he was getting were really lame. Some were learning experiences for him, but sometimes the NBA doesn't allow certain players to guard. And tonight, that was Ace Bailey. That 6th foul he got was so lame. That was so lame. So he just got 6 crazy fouls. They went right at him. He'll learn from it, but 10 minutes is all. It was foul trouble, and he fouled out in 10 minutes. So not much else to say with Ace Bailey tonight. I did like his dunk shot he made, and he did hit a 3. So even in 10 minutes, finding a way to be productive. I don't know. I love that kid. All right, Keyonte George, game winner. We got to give so much credit to Keyonte George. There's so much. Yeah, not good enough. Key for 3. These wins are harder for me than it is such in bizarro world right now in Jazzland, and I don't know, man. I just maybe I should just. Is it just that we're never gonna win a championship? Is that just? I don't know. Maybe we will. I don't know. Next year, they're going for it. That's what they're gonna do. So we have to root for them to win the games. This was the year I was like, it's the one. There's 3 guys there. You get a top 3 pick. You get a stud. But I don't know. We'll see. But Keyonte George, 10 for 27. He had a tough shooting night in the first half. He was like 2 for 12 or something, and picked it up in the second half. Still not quite perfect. This was kind of a beat 'em up playoff level game. And the 3 for 10, it was 2 for 9 going into this. He takes the biggest shot of the game and knocks it down. And he is just automatic at the free throw line. He's literally the best free throw shooter in the NBA. He has the highest percentage of anyone in the league, literally. 33 points. It's so gratifying to have seen the talent there and that he was a steal when the Jazz got him. And to see him kind of develop into what he's become is fantastic. And I hope so, Ben. I don't know. I don't know why Svi is playing at all. I don't get it. Betcha Ryan and the local crowd liked the game. Oh, Ryan certainly tweeted he was a fan. Ryan's happy, guys. And in the end, isn't that what matters? Is that Ryan Smith is happy? Isn't that, in the end, can't we all just, when we go home, we're not making the playoffs, but you know what? Ryan Smith is happy, and that can make us all just feel better, right? That can warm my Grinch heart. This holiday season, when Ryan Smith has stopped watching because he's going to Mammoth games because they're winning and the Jazz are losing to like getting their heads caved in by the Oklahoma City Thunder, and someone like me who actually has to cover it and will watch every minute of the Jazz getting their head caved in, every single minute, and will write about every single minute and talk about every single minute. When I'm feeling broken and downtrodden and my head on the curb getting stomped by the likes of Nikola Jokic and Kevin Durant and their wonderful player Amen Thompson curb stomping me into oblivion forever, as my teeth are chattering on the ground out of my head, my face squashed sideways on the earth, I'll look up at the people pummeling me and know in my heart that Ryan Smith is happy. Thank you for being my therapy, guys. My Jazz therapy. Thank you. But I will say, I called it with Keyonte George. The consistency is the thing. And I tell you what, he's due for another leap, and I think that's going to be pretty awesome. And who knows, maybe Keyonte George becomes the best player in the NBA. He's certainly turned into a nice rotational player, starting level player. Maybe more. We'll see. And here's the other thing for me and everyone who gets mad at me for my takes. But first off, I don't care. But second, this is my cope. This is cope. You guys know what cope is? This is the face of cope. If you look at the dictionary, it's this face. I don't know. But the hope at this point for me is that Ace Bailey just turns into an absolute just superstar. And he's got who says he can't. We've seen the signs, and there's certainly levels for him to develop. If you look at leaps, players usually take a couple leaps, and some players just get better every single year. So, but yeah, we'll see. Keyonte George, though, you saw the signs before. He just needed development. I know it was important for Ryan Smith and all of these guys to develop guys like Kelly Olynyk and Colin Sexton and Jordan Clarkson instead of Keyonte George, but at least he's getting that development now. When it's kind of, I don't know. He could have been playing next to Amen Thompson or Asar Thompson this year, but whatever. At least we got Cody Williams. Look, here's the cope face. One of the, you know what the most painful thing is like one of my best Twitter tweets. Whoa, I almost said a word there. One of my best tweets. Don't cancel me. Was me being excited because I got to be on the network that had Shams hired, and I was so excited about Cody Williams. And now that's ready. That's just there forever. Oh, the cope is strong. It's really strong. Speaking of Cody Williams, over 4, over 2, 3 personal fouls. Those are numbers for you, my good men. That's the reward for when you win these games. Is this? This is it. This is the reward. 0 for 4, 0 for 2. He does play defense, though. Oh, guys, my heart. This is helping my heart. You know what? When you're in the thralls of being curb stomped, you gotta laugh, all right? Otherwise, it's just really bad. Kevin Love, 3 for 8 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. You gotta love Kevin Love, right? It's been nice for him to be on this team, and he does bring a veteran leadership, and it's great. I think he probably I don't know where he lives. It's funny, a lot of these players will have, depending on if they've got a bigger contract, they'll typically have like 2 houses, sometimes 3. You got your because they do travel a lot of them will have like their nice condo near kind of Zions Bank Basketball Center, although that's moving farther south so Ryan can go watch the practices, I guess. But usually they have one near the arena and near Zions Bank Basketball Center. And then they'll have like their nice house, you know? Like I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Love got another contract with us if he didn't like build or buy a house in like Park City and then have I don't know. It seems like Kevin Love's really enjoyed Utah, which is, by the way, that's a win. It's just another case of a player coming here who was not super pro and then comes here and decide and realizes, oh, this is nice. It's nice here. You know, who knows? You know what? Maybe Ryan and Austin just know better than all of us, and they'll be able to get a free agent to Utah. Like, you know, maybe. But free agency doesn't really exist anymore, and because players get their contracts early, and more often it's sign and trade. Never mind. We're not going to a dark place. We're going to stay bright. The Jazz won. We should be happy. Kyle Filipowski continues to be awesome off the bench. He's just turning into a fully formed, nice rotational player off the bench. 4 for 7 from the field, 9 rebounds, an assist, a steal. Plays pretty solid defense, actually, against bench units. Very nice. So, you gotta like that, you know? Who knows, guys? Let's just enjoy this team and watch how they develop and form and see what happens. I thought this was one of those swing games, and Utah's won like 3 of these swing games, you know? So, who knows? Maybe there's some swing games in the future that go the other way. But I don't know. Isaiah Collier has played really well. That first game back, he was in the starting unit. It didn't work. Off the bench, the next game and going up until now, he has been great. He really has been good. 16 points, 9 assists, 2 steals, 4 rebounds. Inarguable. He's been good. Off the bench, I really like it. You know, the Jazz have made a lot of picks. You don't know who kind of pans out and who doesn't. but Collier was really good tonight, and his just unending just drive to the basket as hard as he can is working. He's been drawing fouls. Look at this. He drew a ton tonight, 11 free throw attempts. Utah's just finding ways to score, and a lot of these young players are finally kind of figuring it out, which, by the way, we knew would happen, and it's been nice to see. So Collier, 4 for 6 from the field, 8 for 11 from the free throw line. Really nice. 16 points. Those numbers are great. Just really good. And finally, Sensabaugh had another nice night, finally. A bounce-back night, really. 5 for 9 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3. You could argue him hitting those big-time shots and that big assist to Lauri Markkanen was the reason the Jazz won this game, for sure. His contributions were huge. 16 points, 6 rebounds. So nice to see some development from Sensabaugh. He's been very one-note, with just shooting, which is good, but when that shot's not falling, he becomes very unplayable. And so for him to do all these other things, the rebounding, that big-time assist, it's just the only assist he made, but it was a winner because it got to an open Lauri Markkanen. Pretty impressive stuff from Sensabaugh tonight. All right, guys, that's probably it tonight. Thank you for letting me cope. I don't know. My gosh. By the way, I'm excited. I have a sign coming, and when I get it, I get to put it behind me, and it will light up my sadness. But yeah, this is Jazz Channel. We root for the Jazz no matter what, even if it's to get a super nice draft pick, but I don't know. Well, oh my gosh, Key for 3, $5. I appreciate it. More love, less Lauri, more Cody Cope, less Key for 3, more Ace, less Svi. No, scriptless flip. All I would say, and this is a running joke with SLC Dunk because it started with Ty Corbin. Remember back when we used to play veterans with Ty Corbin? Life is cyclical. Pain is cyclical, guys. It just is. The answer to that is, by the way, thank you so much. That's so generous. The answer is Ryan : no. Because I remember back when we used to talk with, whoa, did I just almost turn this off? Back when it was Ty Corbin and we were just begging for Alec Burks to play. And it was always like, Ty, no. Oh, and that's when Greg Miller used to send us angry DMs for saying that Ty Corbin wasn't very good. And that's the other joke with SLC Dunk. I'm just letting everyone know. I don't care. We used to call ourselves, and we still do, the OGs at least, dirty boggers. Because, or not Ryan Smith, because, what's his name? Greg Miller DM'd Damar and said, "You dirty boggers." Didn't spell bloggers correctly. Dirty boggers. And that's why we don't get in the locker room, because we told the truth about Ty Corbin. That's okay. That's okay. I'll hold that moniker of dirty bogger. I don't care. Utah does have a tough schedule coming up. They're going up against, let's see here. They're playing Tuesday, I believe, against the Lakers, who are playing well. Thursday against, or was it Friday? Man, lots of rest in between. The Thunder playing pretty well this year. And then on Sunday, I believe it is, they will play. Sunday. They will play, I believe it's the Lakers again. Yeah. So LeBron gets to rest in Utah, even though he's injured, so he always does. He has the most old man disease. I got to be careful calling that. I can't tell that story today, but I do think it's funny that I shouldn't laugh about injuries, but it is funny. Sorry, I don't care. That LeBron has the old man disease, sciatica, and that's just fun to pretend to be LeBron and be like, my sciatica. My sciatica's acting up. Offensive rating and defensive rating didn't change much. Utah's at 23 in offensive rating. Defensive rating also at 23. Ironically, playing the Bulls today. Michael Jordan numbers. So, well, I don't know what that means. But anyways, let's open up this Oh, I revealed something I'm working on right there. Boom, 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 boom. But anyways, let's pull up the music here. Let's see. For those who know, they know. All right, guys. The Jazz are technically still in the lottery, though. But we're giving our pick right now at 10 to Oklahoma City Thunder. So the best team in the NBA is getting a 10 pick from us. And what is that? Another 10 pick from the Clippers. So at least, don't give me hope. Don't give me hope. All right. If the lottery was today, what would happen, guys? Let's see. New Orleans gives the #1 pick to the Atlanta Hawks. Sacramento wins and Charlotte wins, and Utah gives their pick to Oklahoma City. But at least a lot of fun was had. Much fun was had. No. I'm so happy you had fun, Christian. I really am. All right, let's give a shout out to our All-Stars. Let's give a shout out. Well, let's see. We got to let's just refresh this just to be sure. My music's too high. I'm turning that down. Sorry. Let's see. All right, let's give a shout out to Steve Areno, Steve Stevens. Let him cook sturdy pots. Ezekiel Raicibe, the man from down under. Tyson Price, the price is right. See ya, Alexa Later, Jordan the Goat, Best Roll, Ryan Edward Perry, the legend, Christian House Money to Haas at the game tonight. Robert Hall of Fame, I Believe in Steve, Jazz Exile, Austin R. Grant, Editor Extraordinaire, Kiefer 3, the OG, that rhymes, and Patrick Akubo, the connoisseur. Dun, 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 dun. All right, guys, like the video, subscribe.